Your next comic used to be an MMA fighter, and he's also my straight boyfriend. Please give it up for Diego Lopez.
Hello, give it for my girlfriend. I love her so much. Thank you, Sarah, for dressing up. She pulled out her best headphones to her night's show. Jesus Christ, a little professional. That's fine. What's that? Snacks? Look at that. Oh, what a great show. We're already starting off with snacks. I love it. Hi, what's up, everyone? How are you? Yeah, cool. New York City, huh? Isn't this harder than you expected? Oh, boy. What a nightmare. This is difficult in every aspect. God, I've always wanted to live here, and now I do. And it's a lot. I like now collecting old photos of New York City, like 1920s, 1800 photos of New York City. Like, it's cool to me to see how people used to live here back then, with like the cobblestone roads and the wagons. But anytime I see one of those photos, I always wonder, were suits free back then? Like, everyone's in a suit, really? The child selling newspapers is in a three-piece and hat. Yet, when I'm invited to a wedding, I have to call in favors. Yeah, hi, can I borrow a blazer? Yes, I know I'm the best man. I'm also the worst adult. What's a savings account? Is that real? No. It's cool. I've been here for a while. My first apartment in New York City was in Williamsburg, but it was on Bedford and North 7th, which, if you don't know, is where the first L train stop is. Very popular stop. And one night, I was getting home from work, and it was rush hour. And you guys remember Improv Everywhere? You don't stand still and think it's friendship. They were there, and their whole like flash mob gimmick that night was to walk silently in slow motion on the sidewalk. But it's rush hour. Every time I get home, they're just clogging up the side. I was so mad I wanted to mess with them, so I ran to my apartment and found like a piece of cardboard and a Sharpie and just wrote, "Slow walking against women's rights," and just walked with them. Major protest, something awful. You slow me down, I make you a men's rights activist. That's how it works. Sons of bitches. Get a real friend. Thank you, sir. Sounds like you're like an old rapper. Ha ha ha! I went to this like new Mexican restaurant in my neighborhood, and they're very authentic, and they encourage you to order in Spanish, which I did. And after I ordered, my server said, quote, "Your accent's not bad." Thank you. Spanish is my first language. Yeah. So glad you're impressed. I'm sure to thank my mom for not ignoring me as a baby, I guess. I can't get too mad. That's the thing. It's not that I don't look that Hispanic. It's that I look so aggressively white. I look like I'm psyched to be white. Both my parents, immigrants from Colombia, yet I look like Edward Norton at the end of American History X. Racism, I think, is bad. I'm gonna go pick up my brother from school. Oh yeah, some X-heads in the house. That's cool. It's weird, man, because like, my friends now forget that I'm not white, because every fall, a couple of friends will invite me to go apple picking. No. Fuck you. What the fuck, man? Oh yeah, you mean like the stereotype where you get paid 35 cents an hour? Sick! Yeah, what a fun and whimsical weekend. If I pay extra, can I go clean the bathroom too? Probably a package deal? I've been rewatching that show Narcos. Because I miss my parents, but not enough to visit them. Just hearing how people argue is good enough. That really scratches that itch. The show's great. I love the show. But I got really creeped out one day because there's a scene where Pablo Escobar is tucking his kids into bed. And he's saying goodnight, but as he tucks them into the bed, he kisses them on the lips, which my parents didn't do that. When they say goodnight to me, they just gave me a little like salute from across the room. Please stop doing Jim Carrey impressions for 8 hours. But I realized later, I wasn't creeped out because my parents didn't do that. I was creeped out because those are actors. Those aren't his children. Why are you kissing not your kids on the lips? Who needed that? Why write that into the script? What kind of like a creepy history buff are you trying to avoid an angry email from. Like, all right, Pablo Escobar's a monster, but a very affectionate father. Everybody knows it. I hope it was in the script. I hope it was like weird artistic liberties the actor decided to take. They sent them to the top, but I'm gonna go to first base on this child. How fucking great actors are. I didn't do it, the fucking, okay. Turn on me, alright? I'm just reporting the news. This is news, apparently. It's fine, it's cool. I am recently single again, thank you so much. I'm very easy to leave, apparently, alright? Broken up 5 times, same person. Wow, who would have guessed that didn't work out? That's fine. I'm dating again. I'm not gonna say I'm bad at dating, that's not really true. I just don't like dates past 35 minutes. I think that's about as much, I don't know where to take the conversation past that. I don't care enough. I feel like me and a date past 35 minutes, I just turn into a website you forgot your password on. It's like, what's your mom's maiden name, I guess? I don't know. I hate this. This sucks. It's like, what was your high school's mascot? Is there a story there, please? You talk a little bit. I just slide over 8 photographs. Do me a favor, point out all the storefronts. Is that flirting? Is that flirting? I'm trying to be more responsible sexually. I've had to buy the Plan B pill 3 or 4 times. No big deal. Thank you so much. I paid for it. Fuck you. I'm a gentleman. That's enough. We'll get you on stage in about 6 years, don't worry. It's like, look, I don't know who the marketing team behind the Plan B pill is, but they're geniuses. Because the Plan B pill costs $48. That's the perfect price for you to never learn your lesson. God damn it! I promise I'll do this to myself. 40, what a reasonable price to avoid a 13-year commitment, huh? How did your parents raise you for? Topped out the teens. Thank you, sir. I'm trying to get negative people out of my life. Specifically, people that try to ruin how cool squirting is by telling me that it's pee. That's cool too. I don't know what to tell you. Grow up. Are you shitting me? Oh, it's gross. You know what happens when men come? Come. Much harder to wash off. What are you complaining about? I made a woman pee with my mouth? What am I, David Blaine? Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking insanity. It's a good thing. Oh, you won the lottery. Great. It's the Chinese lottery. Still great. I'll take all of it. Whatever it is, man. Just give it. I don't care what it is. I care why it is, okay? I did something good for once. I start bawling. Like Samson. I have ugly ears. I have cauliflower ear like Samson. I used to be a cage fighter, and now I teach people how to fight. That's my day job. I wear board shorts, and adults bow to me. It's the best job in the world. Couldn't recommend it enough. What's weird is like dudes at bars will notice my cauliflower ear and walk up to me and be like, "Oh, cauliflower ear, huh? I don't fuck with people with cauliflower ear." It's like, all right. Why don't you just not fuck with people? Just be nice. I think I know you're playing foosball alone, sir. I like my job a lot. It's great. I teach adults, but I also get to teach little kids, like 5, 6, and 7. It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. I really love it. But now some of the parents are paying me to pick up the kids from school and walk them back to the gym, which is great, but I don't look like a nanny. And people are concerned. I'm sort of walking through the school with 6 different kids and every adult's like, hold on a second, what's up, hold on? Here we go. It's fine, we're all gonna go fight each other. That's it. I'm 31 now. I learned how to fight when I was 21. So I had a whole life of being terrified of everything, so I know what that feels like. So I figured by now I'd be like a little more fearless, but I'm not. My fears have just adjusted. Like, okay, yeah, I'm not afraid to get in a fist fight, but I'm terrified of being on a prank show and just reacting terribly. Have you seen a prank where like a guy's by himself in an elevator and the lights turn off and they turn back on again? That little girl from The Ring is there. I'm gonna beat the shit out of that girl. I can throw. And the time it takes to stop a moving elevator. Have the producers rush and explain to me that she was an actress? I'm not going to prison because I was scared of ghosts. It's not fair.